remember the worst time I got cheated on. I had an inkling, I had a feeling, and I would ask her and she would deny it. She would even cry and swear to God that she didn't do anything, but I just knew. When you know, you know.
Sometimes when someone hurts you in a certain kind of way, it might teach you a lesson not to hurt someone that same way. This might not happen to everybody, but it might happen to few people. Like you were hurt, somebody hurt you with something, and because you understand how hurt that thing is, you are not going to do the same thing to anybody because you know how painful it can be. So I saw the story time of this man saying that do not check her phone. So he was talking about cheating, how he got cheated on by his then girlfriend, and because he understood how hot it is to get cheated on, he doesn't cheat at all. So the story time for part one and part two, and it's quite interesting. I'm going to go ahead and roll the video for you all to watch. Then we'll come back and talk about it.
I remember the worst time I got cheated on. I had an inkling, I had a feeling, and I would ask her and she would deny it. She would even cry and swear to God that she didn't do anything, but I just knew. When you know, you know. When your gut is telling you something, it's true. It's true. Sometimes I used to wonder if it was my intuition or if it was insecurity. But I believe that you can truly tell a difference between intuition and insecurity. And sometimes your intuition speaks so much louder. You feel the intuition so much deeper. And that's how it was with this situation. I just knew something wasn't right. So I'll never forget. We were out one night and I ended up spending the night at her place. And I woke up earlier than her because I wanted to go grab her some Chick-fil-A breakfast. So I woke up early and I kind of snuck out the bed and I ran to go to Chick-fil-A because I knew that they would end in breakfast at 10. So I get out. I didn't have a car at the time, so I got in her car. I'll never forget, I got in her car and I looked down and her cell phone was on the floor on the side. Like she dropped it on the side and it was on the floor of the car. And I thought to myself, you have a choice now. You either go through the phone and find the truth and solve the mystery and release yourself from the constant rumination of what happened, if anything happened. You knew something happened, but you never had proof, and you knew she wasn't going to tell you. So I had a choice. I either go through the phone, find what I need to find, and have the answer, whether it's good or bad, or I respect her privacy and just keep it moving. We had such a good night. I didn't want to go through the phone, guys. And I'm going to say something before I continue. I will never go through a phone again. I will never go through a phone again because I truly believe that someone's privacy is their privacy. And I'm on some Donald Jones, I don't want to know. If you playing me, keep it on the low. Because number one, I don't have the emotional intelligence to deal with something like that again. And secondly, I understand that we're all human and sometimes we may slip up. And a small slip up shouldn't be the demise of the relationship until it becomes a glaring mistake. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna notice a glaring mistake, but a small slip up, it is what it is. But back to the story. So I picked up a phone and I told myself, man, don't go through the phone. I put it in my pocket and I drove to Chick-fil-A, and the whole time I'm thinking to myself, damn, bro, are you gonna go through the phone? You should go through the phone. You should go through the phone, because if you go through the phone and you find what you know, you're free. You finally have the answers to the questions you've been asking. You finally have the truth. You can leave the relationship with no issues. You finally have the truth. Or if there's nothing, you can act like you never went through the phone. So it's like a win-win. It's either you get the truth or you get the truth. So I got our Chick-fil-A breakfast and I drove back to her house. And when I parked the car, that's when I started going through the phone. I parked the car and I just started going through messages. And yeah, you know, she would say some shady shit with her best friend, and there was some random conversations with people that, you know, I had worries about, but it wasn't anything that bad. So I'm scrolling, because something in me is like, just keep scrolling, bro. You're going to get all the answers you need. Just keep looking. I don't know if she was deleting messages, but I had to scroll deep in her messages with D. I'm not gonna put his name out there, but she was fucking with a guy named D. And I didn't want to believe it. When I asked her, she said no, and she swore to God. Who swears to God when they're telling a lie? I don't. So I figured nobody else did. Why would you cry if you lying? She would literally be on the floor crying. I didn't cheat. I didn't cheat. I love fucking you. That was the first message that really struck me. It was from him to her. And she was laughing and flirting back. I love it too. He would say things like, your man can't even look me in the eye. They was literally laughing at me in the text messages. And that's what fucked me up. If they was fucking each other, okay. But to be talking about me and trashing me and throwing me under the bus and laughing at me, that's what really fucked me up. That's what really fucked me up. I love fucking you. Your man can't even look me in the eyes. And a bunch of other shit that really I compartmentalized, so I can't really think about what else was said. But it was just really nasty shit like that. Like, I love feeling you like, it was really like, it was fucked up, guys. So I remember seeing those messages and I was so relieved. Of course I was hurt, but I was more so relieved because I finally got my answers and I finally got the truth and I finally understood why I felt the way I felt, why I couldn't shake this feeling of her infidelity. It was like, I knew it. I knew it. I knew I wasn't crazy. That's such a freeing feeling when you find proof and you realize you're not crazy. When they were gaslighting you and trying to make you feel crazy the entire time. So I grabbed our breakfast and I got her phone. I love this woman. So I wasn't going to argue with her. I wasn't going to do nothing crazy. I walked up and she was still in the bed. I'll never forget. She had these like lace drapes on her bed. So I pulled it back and I kissed on her forehead. And she kind of stirred and I was like, I'll see you later. And she was like, where are you going? I was like, I'll be back. And I left the Chick-fil-A on her dresser with her phone. And the phone was open to the message that D had sent her. The clear, there was no arguing it. The truth was right there. I left the phone open by her Chick-fil-A and I left. Maybe like 2 hours later, she was blowing up my phone. Oh my God, it's not what you think. It's not what you think. Please talk to me, calling me, texting me. Please talk to me. Please talk to me. Let me explain. In my mind, there was nothing to be explained. Like, the cheating is cool. Like, okay, you fucked him. We're young. You fucked him. But the text messages talking about me, making fun of me, that's what really fucked me up. And that's what really, of course I forgave her. Of course I went back. My best friend hated me for that because, of course, he cut her off. They were friends and he cut her off because she was doing me dirty. But then I turn around and we together again. That's why I don't cheat, or that's one of the reasons that I don't cheat, because I know how it feels and I know how heartbroken it was, and I know that it took me a while to get over that. And I don't ever want to cause that type of pain to somebody else. I'll just have a conversation with you. Maybe we need to take a break. I'd rather take a break or break up than cheat. I'd rather you have the opportunity to do what's best for you than do you wrong. So
Sometimes you wonder why people cheat on you. Sometimes you wonder why you're being cheated on when you're in a relationship with someone, a man or a woman. But the thing is, most of the time, especially we women, we always think that we are the problem. We are the reason whereby our partner is cheating on us, our boyfriend is cheating on us, and all of that. We always want to work on ourselves. We always want to hate ourselves for being cheated on. But long and short of it is that most of the time, in fact, I feel like all of the time, when a woman is being cheated on, it's because the man is going to cheat regardless, no matter what you do, no matter who you are, no matter whatever you've put into in the relationship, you're still going to be cheated on. If he wants to cheat on you. So cheating can be very painful, especially if you're the one that was cheated on. Like, it is very painful. It's more or less like you feel very betrayed, you feel very angry, a lot of mixed emotions at that point. You guys remember the video we talked about a few days ago, that the man was very angry, went to read his wife's chat, and he was saying a lot of messages with a lot of guys that she has been sleeping with. It got really pissed, shouting, crying, like a lot of mixed emotions is gonna happen when you find out that you're being cheated on. And especially when you find out and the person is actually denying it and also not admitting it, or the person gaslights you at the end of the day, or the person is lying or make you feel stupid, or the person actually blames you for them cheating on you. Some people blame you that this is the reason why I'm cheating on you is because you don't give me so much attention. You don't. They might even give you a valid reason, and you yourself can sit down and be like, okay, truly, I don't do this anymore in this relationship. Probably this is why this person is cheating on me. But I feel like if you're in a genuine relationship with someone and you feel like things are not the way it's supposed to be, the way you want it to be, you feel like you guys are dragging behind, the love is no longer there, or the fire is no longer burning in the relationship, I feel like that is where communication comes in. And after communication and all of that, and there's still no changes, I feel like that is where separation comes in. That is where we need to take a break comes in. Because if you just take actions into your hands and just be like, okay, I'm going to do all this just because I can do it, it doesn't make sense. And the thing is, if it's just only one person that is cheating and the other person is being faithful and loyal, it can be very painful. I feel like any sex, any gender, is going to be very painful. Is it that you're a man or a woman that finds out that your partner is cheating on you, and you have been very faithful, you've been very loyal, and all of that? Is it painful? I don't want to know. If you find out that your partner is cheating on you and you're loyal to the person and you're not hot, I don't think you truly love your partner or you truly want to be with a person exclusively. And when it comes to a normal relationship is always exclusive. You're always exclusive with them alone, unless there's a communication of open relationship. Open relationship, sometimes people have that communication and be like, whoever you want to sleep with, I want to meet the person. Whoever you want to be with, I want to meet the person. The moment you go behind and go do some things without your partner knowing, it's hurtful. I just feel like if your relationship has gotten to a stage whereby you need to cheat or you want to cheat, it's better to just break up, go your separate ways, and communicate it to your person. And the one thing about cheating is, I feel like women are the ones that get cheated on most of the time. It's not like I feel like I know, and even you know, women are the ones that get cheated on most of the time in a relationship. And one thing that women does is they forgive you no matter what. And the thing is, it is not the man that will come and confess that these are the things that I did when I was that. Like, you have to catch them and they will deny it, they will lie, they will gaslight you. Why did you check my phone? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? They blame you for finding out. They tell you you want to hurt yourself for trying to find out what is going on. At the end of the day, the woman will still forgive the man, right? But I feel like the other way is very difficult for a man to forgive a woman that cheats on you. And the thing about men that cheat on their woman, we kind of talk bad about their present girlfriend or their present relationship to the side one. Let me use that as a side one, because most of the time, if you meet a man that probably is married and he wants to be your boyfriend or your sugar daddy or something, it he kind of want to talk bad about the woman that he has at home or his current relationship and be like, oh, she doesn't do this to me, she doesn't do this for me, and that is what I'm looking for. Some of them will tell you, oh, she's not a smex freak. Some of them will tell you she's dirty. They just tell you so many things and talk bad about the woman just to get into your own pants. And the thing is, for a man to do something like that and be talking bad about you or talk about his own woman to you, I just feel like that's another red flag, because there's possibility whereby it's going to do the same thing to you, to the next woman, and you're not going to be the last person he's going to sleep with or be in a relationship with, if that makes sense. You can remember in the conversation or the story time, he was saying, he said he read the messages that what pained him most was they were talking about him. You're talking about him. That was very painful, because it was more or less like they were insulting him. There's another thing for you to find out that your partner is cheating on you, and there's another thing for you to see them talking about you in a bad way. It's really painful, and it's very disrespectful, to be honest. You can go and cheat, but you don't have to talk bad about your partner in a bad way. In fact, don't even talk about them at all. But to be honest, cheating in a relationship, I just feel like if everybody can sit down and think and be like, okay, you know what, let's not cheat, I feel like relationship will be better, because most of the time relationship get destroyed because of cheating. A lot of people will cheat on you, both women and men, they do the cheating, but most of the time it's men that do the cheating first before the woman does the cheating. And cheating in a relationship can destroy the relationship. In fact, it is one greatest thing that destroys the relationship is cheating, because it destroys trust. And once trust is gone in a relationship, I don't know what other thing is left in that relationship. What is your take on cheating in a relationship? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Jaga Maria David, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.